basic overview of C2. Now we're going to go into the OptionsCity Metro demo, where we're going to talk real briefly about modeling click trade and electronic eye on C2, the things that you can do. So first of all, I want to clarify that C2 being on all electronic exchange, co-location of the servers, or we could have traders in New York, Chicago, San Francisco accessing the C2, so we're going to minimize latency between our quotes and the exchange update and data. So I'm just going to show you how we can utilize a client-server-based application trading on the C2. So right now I'm going to go into the demo part of the application. So I'm taking a look at my products here. Okay, so I've got the underlying bid and offer. I'm going to now go into what are our trade sheets, or the price where we change and set our volatility skews. So the first thing that I'm going to go look at are I'm going to check my straddles. So I'm going to go into my volatility dashboard, and as you can see, I'm trading a number of stocks today. So I've got Apple, Bank of America, the E-minis, and General Electric. And this is our volatility dashboard. So what we're doing is we're taking a look at the money straddles in Apple, November, December, so on and so forth. And what this is just a quick view to see what's going on with the market. So we're looking at the money straddles, and you can see that this one has turned red to alert us that our market value differs, our values differ from what's in the market. I can select the product, say match at the money market, then hit refresh, and we'll see how this all recalibrates. So it's recalibrated and everything is recentered. I can then individually raise and lower the individual straddles just by rolling the price, and you can see how they change their different colors there. From there, I'm ready to kind of move into my skew. So now I'll go into my skew for RIM, and I'll go into the model. And right now I've got a flat skew, and I'll look at my November options. There's my skew that I've created. I'm going to bring in the live market data, and I can see that the skew has steepened since I last logged on. The blue right there represents the underlying bid. The red represents the underlying offer. And here's my skew relative to the marketplace. So I can see that there are some differences. So what I'll do is I'll hit apply and apply, match my skew to the market, publish to the server, and now we can see that my skew is in line with the market. I'll go into my city market where I quote or trade. So I'll pull up RIM, the December options, and now we're looking at the screens for the RIM options, December, okay, and here's the live bid and the live offer in the marketplace. We've got some heat meters where we compare any bids and offers in the marketplace, and I can see that my volatility might be a little bit too low because they're bidding through these specific strikes. We've got the ability within the application to point and click trade, bring up an order ticket, select the number of contracts I'd like to sell, and then hit execute and it'll trade. I can also hit a market depth viewer and look at the underlying NBBO, the National Best Bid and Best Offer, and see which exchange. We also summarize that by the various color coding of the exchange. I can also quote from this window, and so that I can put in my underlying the bids and the offers for my application. One of the key things that we try to champion at OptionsCity is that we are a collaborative environment for the trading team to work together. If we go back to our previous slide where we've got a trader in New York, Chicago, and London, that they can all be working together in a collaborative environment. We also have electronic eye functionality where we can highlight a range of strike that we'd like to take a look at, create an electronic mission where we can select the strike range, whether we want to buy or sell the calls and or the puts, and then start that mission up. And then the opportunities will be identified. We can then click trade through them or even auto execute. Another important aspect of OptionsCity is that we've got time and sales, everything that hits the tape electronically, that we show you a time and sales plotter where we compare our values. I'll slow this down a little bit. Look at Apple, where we can see the individual trades, the 300 calls just traded. We get a price and a theoretical value, and again, we're telling them how they relate to our values. The last thing that we'll go over is the risk management. And just to show you that real briefly, OptionsCity is an end-to-end trading solution that has got an integrated risk management solution in it. We can customize that and look at our individual spans. We can drill down and look at the individual months or just the products. And then finally, our position. So we can see what the overall position is. So there's our suite of functionality included within OptionsCity. And so right now, I'm just going to go back to the PowerPoint and open to see if there are any questions about the system. One second. As I scroll through the screens, does anybody have any questions about OptionsCity or connecting to this C2, most importantly? Doug, do you have anything to add at this point?
Well, just one thing to mention is C2 is now a part of linkage, and if you're a CBOE market maker and you become a C2 market maker, our vision is you would get two swings at the order, so to speak, because if C2 is on the NBBO and CBOE is not, and if C2 is on the NBBO and other exchanges are on the NBBO, it is legal for us to send as much volume as C2 is showing to C2 and then sweep the other markets. So if we had an order come into CBOE and it didn't trade, and C2 and some other exchanges are on the NBBO, we hope that we'll send it to C2 and hopefully fill it there before having to send it to PhilX or ARCA or something like that.
One of the questions that we've got are SPX options or OEX options intended to be listed on C2?
Well,
this is a big question.
No, it's obviously a great question, and we're likely going to list SPX on C2. I mean, there's no denying that.
Okay, at some point in the near future.
Yeah, we have some thoughts on that. Probably we'll go through all the penny, multi-list penny classes first. And given we've got expiration coming, I don't, and then it'll be December, there'll be a few more weeks, there'll be expiration and the holidays. We're planning to not be fully rolled out with all the penny classes probably till approaching Jan expiration. So at the earliest that we could roll out SPX would be after Jan expiration.
Right, Q1 or Q2. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a question about where do you locate your servers to trade on the C2. Those servers would be located in Secaucus, New Jersey, and there are a number of hosting providers that we could help you out with, direct contacts and so forth.
Yeah, that's true, and actually Equinix tells us that the NY2 data center is integrated with systematically, or networks integrated with NY4. So if you are from a firm that is already at NY2, I believe, I won't want to say zero latency, but Equinix says that getting from NY2 to NY4 is just like being at NY4. But they're expanding NY4 as well. So if you're not there, you at some point wanted to be there, you probably could.
Okay. Okay, so here's just some additional contact information about the SIBO Help Desk, or you can contact Doug Hoffman or myself, Steve at OptionsCity, or hoffmand@cboe.com. I'd like at this point to take the opportunity to thank Doug Hoffman from the SIBO C2 for joining us. And if you have any questions, please contact us.
Thank you. Look forward to talking to people.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. That concludes our webinar, OptionsCity and the SIBO C2. Thank you very much for joining us.